honest, and the controversy of being an outspoken black man. Pastor Troy basically started a shitstorm by saying this on his gram page, and let me show you the image. Share the screen. I've been sick for the past few days, so just glad to be able to bring you my opinion once again. So, if anything, if you haven't, please go below the screen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Now, it seems to me is if you're critical of anything on the alphabet community side, then you're labeled homophobe. Now, I will go ahead and be one of the first ones to admit that this is a pretty strong statement from Pastor Troy. It is. I mean, and I always try to look at things like, I'm what you call a cisgendered man. I identify with the gender that I was born with, and I really still don't think anything's wrong with that. And everybody tries to make it sound like you're this big demon if you know, if you're like that. But no, it's just that okay, there's one of these situations where I have an opinion, you have an opinion, let's agree to disagree. You don't want your opinion forced. You don't want my opinion forced on you. Because, I mean, despite what Lil Nas X grew up in, nobody right now is trying to force him to be a heterosexual. Pastor Troy was basically talking about if he affects whatever is in his environment. But here, let me go ahead and just read the. Let me just go ahead and just read the statement before I get too far off. That caused this shitstorm. Um, Pastor Troy DSGB. Well, guess I won't be winning a Grammy if this is what I gotta wear. They love to push this shit on our kids. The other day at Applebee's had some punks kissing and laughing, eating mozzarella sticks. First thing my 14-year-old son said was, "Fuck Applebee's." And it brought joy to my heart. He sees it, their agenda to take the masculinity from men, black men especially. Some may say he's making money. RuPaul do too. But I ain't bumping his CD. Integrity is priceless. Y'all better open that third eye and let your sons know what is real, or they ass gonna be headed down that old town road for real. Pastor Troy, they gonna ride till they can't no more. Hashtag. Wow, that was hilarious. First of all, I don't think you should condemn a business for public display of affection. Um, and I would say this: it would just as discomforting for me to see a heterosexual couple tonguing each other down, eating mozzarella sticks. But it does seem like that when it comes to the aforementioned agenda, it does seem like they're trying to just push and push and push more toward the kids. So he's not wrong about that. He's not wrong about that. And I'm saying this as a parent. Let me just put it like this. I didn't know Peppa Pig was a gay icon until like a couple days ago. And my kid been watching Peppa Pig forever. There is no I'm just a believer in let kids decide these things for themselves. But anyway, the agenda he speaks of to take the masculinity from men, black men especially. Probably talking about things such as the Gillette commercials. But let me talk about Lil Nas X's outfit for a second. The shit is just plain fucking ugly. And yes, it does send sort of that message. It's ugly. I wouldn't wear that shit I wouldn't wear that shit in public if you put three guns in my head. I would say tell my wife and child I love her. That'll be about it. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. There were plenty of people there. There were plenty of musicians there. And quite frankly, I think he came out to save his career. Old Town Road ain't that good a song. There are much better songs on the radio. There are much hotter artists. The Baby. Lil Baby. Why wasn't the spotlight on those guys? I care more about Lil Baby than goddamn Lil Nas X. Shit. The Baby, one of the hottest rappers. You got Lil Nas X all over the goddamn place with this ugly ass outfit. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care what his sexual orientation is. Do all that all you want. You know, I'm like I said, nobody's forcing Lil Nas X to be a heterosexual. Nobody. Do that all you want, bro. I mean, but it's not. It's just not a good look. And Pastor Troy is free to say what he wants to say. Now, Lil Nas X ain't the only one that has worn a completely ugly outfit, and it's like, and okay, people can say what they want about that lifestyle, whatever, freedom of speech, whatever. That doesn't mean that we hate y'all that much. We hate you for what you do that much. But let me bring out an example of how we always criticize ugly ass outfits. Okay. Oh, let me. Oh, there we go. Y'all see who that is right there? That is Andre 3000, a heterosexual man. He probably was singing the whole world loves the way you don't get that. Like he probably was singing that song while he was wearing that outfit. We talked about for years how weird Andre 3000's outfits were. We talked about that shit for years and years. We like, what the fuck is wrong with Andre? Like, are you serious? I mean, he's calmed down in recent years. He's calmed down. He like I'll wear some of the stuff that he wears now. But Ben, it's like he was on this whole space search for identity. I'm in the cosmos. Did Ages of Aquarius. Like, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with this dude. But he's a talented artist. He was a talented rapper. And guess what? His talent shined. Andre 3000 wasn't a one hit wonder. He wasn't. And we criticize his outfits. But what? Because he's heterosexual, he has less of a challenge? Maybe. But that has nothing to do with how talented he is. Just like criticizing this little outfit right here has nothing to do with the level of talent of Lil Nas X has. I mean, shit, what is that other song he had? Like, I barely remember the name. I've heard it a couple times. I listen to satellite radio. I listen to mainstream radio. They're not bumping Lil Nas X like that. They're not. But let me go to some of these articles real quick. now, now let's see what Lil Nas X won his Grammys for. Um, he was the winner of the music video Old Town Road. How many of you have actually seen that music video? And do we even look at music videos anymore? So, I mean, cool. Cool. Congratulations, buddy. Cool. Pop duo group performance. I guess because Billy Ray Cyrus was in the song with him, which makes no difference for me. And he got nominated for that song that they barely played. I'm just saying, I'm just saying how talented is Luke? Like, he's a performer. Yeah, okay. He's a performer. He dances around a little bit, and he let everybody know what he does in his bedroom. What is significant about this guy? But let me not spend too much time on Lil Nas X. Let's go to Pastor Troy. Now, after saying that, now one can assume, like, if you call somebody a punk, punk is a word we use when punk was a word we used growing up, and we used to identify, like, any man would take offense to being called a punk. But was that word specifically used for alphabet guys? The jury's still out on that one. That's not something I'm going to openly admit. But but I mean, this was kind of like, it was brutal honesty. The other day, Alphabet had some punks kissing and laughing, eating mozzarella sticks. Okay, whatever. But Pastor Troy denies he's homophobic. I've done took more pictures with gays and transvestites. With this, like Hip Hop DX, like with the whole, I'm gonna put the link in the chat so you can watch the interview. But they were coming at him at all directions, in all directions. One guy in particular said, why are you worried about something so small? The media has not made this thing small at all. The media has brought so much light and attention to this lifestyle that if like if you say anything about it, then it's almost like they make you into the biggest monster ever. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I've said it once, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't care what you do in your bed, but I'm just a I'm just a person that's like, okay, why don't we let kids decide for themselves? So Pastor Troy basically said, hey, you know what? Not in my home. Not in my home. And then everybody's like, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. He did this recent interview with the Morning Hustle. The DSGB rapper attempted to defend his comments and denied he had any homophobic tendencies. I'm not homophobic at all, he said. 20 years I've been in this rap game. I done took more pictures with gays, transvestites, all of that, man, because it's not my concern. What are you? What you do? You like the music? Take a picture. That's fine. Just because I took a picture with this gay person don't mean I gotta go home and tell my son, hey man, it's all right to be gay. I just took a picture with this gay person. It's cool now. It ain't. He later added that everybody wants their son to grow up to be a strong heterosexual man. I made heterosexual comments and they turned into a homophobic rant. I just said what I had to say. I didn't know I couldn't do that. I still got First Amendment right too, right? He does. So I suggest you watch this interview. It's very interesting how the people that were interviewing Pastor Troy, it is how they tried to, I don't know, they spoke as if they were trying to keep their jobs. But I mean that's okay, whatever you gotta do. So my strong suggestion is that you check this, my strong suggestion is that you check this video out. Very interesting. And I want you to see it's very interesting. I'll just put it like that. Let's see, okay. Start the screen share. Okay, I'm gonna close the video out because like I don't want to get too far off on a tangent for real. But anyway, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with what's wrong with what he said? What's wrong with what he said? It doesn't incite violence toward a certain group. It doesn't. It doesn't say no. I can't. It doesn't say no. Don't be that way. He he's saying that okay, whatever you do on your side of the fence, just like I've been saying, you can do. But over here, we gonna do things the way I want them to be done. And basically they just like, and then this whole thing just goes back to this whole anti-black father BS that a lot of people try to pull. But it's like this. I agree with him. Period. Point blank. End of discussion. I had no problem with what he said. Raise your kids the way you want to raise your kids. He's not telling you not to raise your kids your way, but I'm telling you how I'm raising my children. So, hey, how can you disagree with that? How can you disagree with that? Let me know in the comment section. I'll do an exchange with you if you like. I mean, I'm not worried about that. And I'm not worried about being called homophobic either, because I've not said one quote unquote homophobic thing in this entire broadcast. Respect our truths. All right, this is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Like, share, subscribe, and Kev, we trust. Goodbye.